I have a hot take for you guys today, inspired by a few comments that we had come through my comment section inside of this game, inside of these videos. It's regarding Phantom Market cosmetics and the entire monetization strategy behind Diablo Immortal, including legendary gems. Now, we do know that legendary gems inside of the game have been dealing with an issue. The values plummeted, but now they're rising up again. The Susan bots, which are the bots that illegally buy and sell things inside of Diablo Immortal, have not been around. I'm not sure if they're scared away, or I'm not sure if Blizzard is cutting them loose. I'm not sure what's going on there, but happy to see values are starting to rise of these gems again inside of the game, which means we can get a little bit more value for legendary crests when we run them. But we all know that if you want to gain resonance on your account and you want to get that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 resonance, you need to spend tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to get to those top resonance places, which is insane for a mobile game. How does this relate into the Phantom Market? Well, it doesn't relate to the Phantom Market, but this is another monetization strategy. As we know, it costs approximately $170 to get this cosmetic, which is a cross-class cosmetic. You can get it on all of your classes. And you get other cosmetics as well that you'll also get from going through the steps of doing this. So you get these. These are class bound. You also get yourself a nice portal. You get yourself a bunch of rewards as well. But let me share with you guys the comments that came through that inspired this video. We have Slow Ride saying, "I'm not interested in the Phantom Market. It's a waste of money." And then we have SWGOH Hillsy saying, "Has there ever been a game as scandalous as this? All decent cosmetics are hundreds of dollars or pounds, an absolute disgrace." So let's take these comments and actually throw it into a whole scenario here inside of the game, because when Diablo Immortal came out, no one knew, including the content creators, that it was going to be monetized with legendary crests, with gems, and any of that stuff. We had no idea how this was all going to look. It was not something that we learned when we were really essentially learning about the game. We didn't know the monetization strategy, and we didn't know how power and resonance was going to play a role inside of the game. It was very early on. So a lot of us were saying maybe we're just going to be able to buy cosmetics to monetize the game, or buy storage space so that you can have more space in your satchel and things like that. When you think about Path of Exile, right? That's essentially a strategy that they use. Very player friendly as a free-to-play title. Now, the reason that Blizzard wants to be able to monetize more heavily is so that they can get the game out to more people, so that they can continuously update the game on a regular basis, so that they can have monthly updates, new classes, new zones. As we know from Gamescom a few days ago, new zone and Diablo coming back to the game for that final battle against Tyrael's sword. All this great stuff. And I have to say, we do get great things from Diablo Immortal. We get updates all the time. Are there things that are broken? Sure. Are there things that get fixed? Of course. Are they involved in the community? More and more lately, which is all positive stuff. But when I see comments like this come in, it makes me say to myself, if this is how the community feels about cosmetics, and is $170 expensive? Yes, it's expensive. But if this is how people feel, then maybe Blizzard was right. Then maybe if they only monetize with cosmetics and storage space, how would they ever make enough money if no one would ever buy it because they didn't think there was value in those products? How would the game survive? What we would have would be a failed game, because if people aren't willing to buy these, and is $170 expensive? Of course it is. It's a big price tag to have to pay for something like this. Are these awesome looking? Yeah, they totally are awesome looking. But if they were only able to monetize with cosmetics like this, with storage space, and then we could also go and say with the battle pass and things like that, right? At least the battle pass, you get some good value. Can we get into the battle pass from here? Let's go. Oh, come on. Here we go. We'll go from over here. If we were able to do that, then would they have enough money to actually get where they needed to be for the game to be a success, to pay the bills of NetEase and Blizzard to develop this game? Now, also keep in mind, we do get cosmetics from the Battle Pass. And a lot of times they come with complaints, because people will say, oh, this cosmetic stinks. I'm paying $5 for this? Well, $5 for a cosmetic and all the other rewards you get on the Battle Pass, in my opinion, is insane value. And it's a great way to support the game, a game that you love and that you want to survive, that you want to play for years to come. Do I like this cosmetic? Not really. I really actually don't. But you know what? There's a lot of cosmetics that we do have that I've gotten from the Battle Pass that I do like. Let's go take a look at a few right here. Now, obviously, I have a lot of Phantom Market ones, and we have some that have been gifted. But you know what? This was a pretty cool cosmetic. The Butcher, that was a pretty sweet cosmetic as well. Absolutely love that one. Another one here from the Battle Pass. Battle Pass cosmetic here. One of my favorites is this one right here. Take off that headpiece. I don't know why, but I absolutely love this cosmetic. One of my favorite ones. Actually, we'll leave that one on right now. We'll leave that one on. Yeah, let's wear that. How do I? We're good? We're good? Is that gonna stay? Equip. Yes, that's the one we're wearing right now. It's a cool looking cosmetic, boys. So I guess the question that I bring is, if there was no monetization of power, if no one had to pay for residence, and we could only buy like the Boon of Plenty, the Battle Pass, cosmetics, and storage space, would the game be able to survive? Would players then look at a cosmetic that comes from something like a Phantom Market and say, you know, this is actually worth it. I love this cosmetic. I would like to wear this on any class that I play ever because purple's my favorite color, or whatever the darn reason. I'm not sure because, again, of comments like this, if the community would be there to support the game in that fashion. Because I would love more than anything for Resonance to not be a part of the game. I would love it if this was completely free to play. And the only way it could monetize would be through cosmetics or through a battle pass or through things like that. Things that are just more natural. But I'm not guaranteed. I'm not convinced that something like this is going to be, is going to be enough to support the game the way that we know it. Maybe if we get one update a year, and if we don't get new classes, and if we don't get new zones, yeah, maybe. But we're getting new classes, new zones. We're getting new game modes all the time. A lot of additions are being thrown into this game. And I mean, look at this trailer. There was a lot of money just put into that trailer right there. Now, am I saying that like I'm all about how Blizzard monetizes stuff? Of course not. That's not the point of this video. It was just me questioning whether the community would be there to support the game in other fashions. Because there are definitely people that are more than willing to spend tens of thousands, some even hundreds of thousands of dollars monetizing Blizzard with them personally purchasing power inside of the game, resonance inside of the game, so they could see more success when they are playing in Battlegrounds. Those players are also most likely buying these cosmetics. You know why? They have deep pockets and they love the game, so they are able to spend and willing to spend. Would cosmetics be enough? Let's take this question to all of you in the comment section below. If there was no resonance in the game, would Diablo Immortal be as large, as continuously updated with new content as it is now? And do you think that Blizzard would make as much money and NetEase would make as much money from Diablo Immortal as they are now because of resonance? Or do you think there would be a huge fall off and Blizzard would go from being $100 million profit to $10 million profit? And those are just dummy numbers because I actually don't know what their profits have been. But I would personally think there would be a massive drop off in the money that they make, the profit that they make, which would mean their team would have to be smaller, updates would be less frequent. So let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, maybe one day we'll see a Diablo Immortal without resonance.